I'm Eric Loy, and welcome to Eric Loy Interviews. On this podcast, we talk with folks from the VTuber community on their channels, their talents, their stories, where they come from, and their plans for the future. And now we welcome Cars to Mars. Hi.
Hi, hello.
Hey, thank you so much
for having
on.
me.
I really appreciate it. Folks, we're gonna be hearing some really stuff from Cars, really great stuff here from Cars in just a bit. But first, if you could, please introduce yourself to everybody.
Yeah, so, hi, my name is Cars and I'm from Mars. I am a tourism and travel ambassador and pop star. And my goal is to use my streams and music to get you to visit me in Mars, where I can give you some sweet Martian hospitality. So come and visit me.
Yeah, there's not an underlying hint of something else going on there. Not at all. Not at all. Not at all.
No, surely not.
No. Yeah. So, how long have you been doing the VTube thing?
I have, under the Cars to Mars brand, I have been officially in project since December last year, so 2025. Stuff really started to rack up once I debuted in February of 2026.
Mm-hmm.
But prior to, I've debuted under different names, so I've been on and off VTubing since 2020.
Yeah, that's like 1 million in Earth years.
Right?
Yeah, that's quite a long time. What brought you into it in the first place?
So, I really, really enjoyed making covers on YouTube for the longest time.
Mm-hmm.
And it felt like with how the internet was going, VTubers were like the next big thing. Mm-hmm. And I was finally, getting some money in my pocket. So I was like, oh, well, I'm going to get a really cheap model and I'm going to, start to do this thing.
Yeah. And were you watching other VTubers before you started, or?
I was watching other VTubers, but not as much as I do now. I think it was more so like I'm going to assimilate into the community rather than I'm going to reach after my inspirations.
Yeah, there's that underlying current. I'm going to assimilate into the community. One thing I got to comment on right now is I got to ask you, how much voice training have you had?
For singing in specific, I actually am entirely self-taught.
Wow.
I went to basic school choir, joined that, but I've never taken one-on-one lessons, so everything has been just throughout the years, finding all the little interesting ways you can work on your voice.
And that includes speaking as well?
Yeah, well, no. I've sounded like this since I was since I was 9. Realistically, no, it was a huge thing growing up. My older sister would introduce me to her friends and she'd be like, go speak. And then I would speak and I sound exactly like this, but instead I'd ask oh, you want to play My Little Pony?
Well, now you can do it on stream.
Right. It was just very jarring.
Well, I got to tell you, your enunciation is amazing.
Oh, thank you.
It really is. And to have that self-taught or be able to do that is pretty awesome. And it's some people enunciate, but they're really irritating about it. Yeah, you don't have that at all. It's very natural.
Thank
sounding,
you.
Which is
for some time there was a section of my life in between. There was a little bit of a break between covers, but in between that time, I did take up on voice acting. So,
well, yeah,
it is interesting to hear that is sort of picked up on.
Yeah, well, I was in radio for a long time,
Right. Okay,
our
yeah, of course.
yeah, the ears are a little bit different than some folks, but picking that up, and now you were doing the song covers and stuff. That's pretty incredible. And folks, um, I'm really excited to play this coming up in a few minutes. You've got a new cover that's coming up. How many covers do you think you've done?
Oh, well, on my channel currently, I don't have any covers, but they're all original
Oh,
songs.
well, that's even better.
I think there's only one cover, which is Bill the B Word by Billa Porsche.
Yeah, yeah. So all of them are
So
original. How many of those have you done?
I currently on Spotify, I have one EP out that has 3 songs and then 3 singles. So overall, there's only 6 songs under my discography.
Yeah, but I hear the potential for so much more with it, and folks are gonna hear that too. Was that a goal for you early on to create music?
Well, it became a goal more so for me because I, under this name, under this branding, I
Hmm.
was not putting out music under my other names, but under Cars to Mars. Really, what happened was I had to take a break for about 2 years from anything online
Mm,
because I had some otherworldly things,
mm,
a lot of work related stuff come up. So,
yeah.
yeah, it was a long time coming. But in that time, I was recording and making music and writing lyrics, and I kept trying to hone perfection, and I got really annoyed at myself. I was like, "Ugh, I'm never going to be able to release this stuff if I just don't do it. Like if I just don't put it out there."
Yeah.
So, Cars to Mars kind of became the name where I was like, I'm just going to put out whatever I write, whatever I make. It's going to go out there to the world, and if somebody likes it, somebody will like it.
Well, I like
Hopefully.
it. So there. There's got to be a movie somewhere where somebody starts at age like 10 writing a song and doesn't complete it until they're like 70 and finally releases it. They're just in the studio recording it over
Right.
and over and over again. It sounds like you got kind of that artist mentality when it comes to it. That it's not ever quite finished the way you want it. Uh,
Oh, absolutely not. It's never going to feel like it's perfect to the T of what I imagined it,
yeah,
but it can get definitely close enough. I think I get more irritated at waiting for perfection than I am aiming for perfection.
yeah, yeah. It when you it's closer when it's tougher when you're closer to it, and the last bit of
Mhm.
Jello won't nail itself to the wall. It's like
Mhm.
no, 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 not like quite that. That's um, writing lyrics. I'm fascinated by that because some people think that you just got to find things that rhyme. Well, that's not how it works. There's
No, not entirely.
yeah, there's a lot of famous lyrics that don't rhyme at all, for one thing. Um,
For sure.
but
There's a lot of poems that are written within music.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So what do you do? You have the music first and do the lyrics, or do you do the lyrics first and find the music for it?
So a lot of people, it depends on who you are.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people will have their lyrics first and then try and find the music.
Mm.
For me, I try and grab the music first and then write lyrics on top of it. I've tried to do it the opposite way of making lyrics and trying to fit it to the song, but it doesn't work. I need
Yeah.
the music and I need to be able to toy around with the notes and syllables first before I put lyrics on top of that.
Mm. So you'll have that bass down and you'll listen to it and then analyze it and then how do the words come to you at that point?
So it depends on what the vibe of the song is. But also, if I get an idea for a theme of the song, I could probably write a song about anything. There was a stream when I was under a different name where I literally took people's like random recommendations. There was one on Taco Bell. I wrote a song about it was a sensual song about eating a crunch wrap. It was great.
Well, there's just some times where a crunch wrap hits that little pang,
Oh yeah.
and it's perfection.
Oh yeah.
And you pay for it later, but at that point, it's perfectly normal.
Oh yeah.
Have you always had that spark?
Yes, yes.
Wow.
I don't talk about it very often, but since I was like a little kid, I was making up random songs, sometimes in gibberish even.
Yeah.
But it was a thing very common throughout my life and even through elementary school. We would have these big I was in like it was only 4th through 5th, so it was like pre-junior high, like pre-junior high.
Right.
And we would have these meetings with all of the school, and then sometimes they would like let kids like come up on the microphone and do whatever. Every single time I would come up there with like a brand new song.
Yeah. And were they waiting for you, the other kids?
Oh yeah.
I can't wait till they get their song up. I want to hear this. What was your response?
My response.
Yeah. What was the kids' response?
Oh, well, I had some that were like I mean, of course there's going to be like little nitwicks, like
Oh yeah.
little boys that are going to be like in your face like, "Oh, that sucked." But like a majority of the time it was like other kids being like, "Whoa, it was so cool."
Well, I think it's cool. I'm old. I that is, to have that sort of a muse to be able to do that is pretty amazing. And do you have a topic that you start off with, or do you just let the words come to you when you're listening to it, the song?
So a theme is usually what I start off with. Back then I was doing I was writing opposite to how I write now, which it's changed mainly because of how I listen to music has changed as well. Back then, when I was writing songs, I was just writing lyrics, but I was also writing melodies to those lyrics. The only thing I was missing was an actual instrument behind me. Nowadays, I prefer to start with the instruments.
Yeah. I mean, to me that makes more sense. I mean, but some people would do it the other way. But
right.
if I had that ability, and I do not, in the slightest. But it would be, I would want to react to what the music was and how, and let the music dictate the mood of what you're doing.
Oh, definitely.
I mean, unless you're
definitely, I'm not going to come around with a solemn like rock anthem on a pop track,
Yeah. Or I mean, I can do like Weird Al and have Amish Paradise come out of that song,
Right.
That's and there's only one Al, okay? But so, is there a type of genre that you like more than others?
Writing wise, I really, really enjoy writing pop, more specifically disco pop. That is really, it comes very natural to me.
Bass lines.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, some groove, some really good twang in that. I love it.
Oh boy. You're going after my heart there. I mean, I grew up 1976. I was 11 years old. And
wow.
that was on the radio, through the 70s. And if you put on some groove line, or Heat Wave was the name of the group, or what is it?
The Elements.
Yeah, all of that stuff.
Love
anything that's got the good bass line. Hot Chocolate was really good.
Oh yeah.
And you just listen to that play, and you can't help but move a little bit to it, even.
Oh, absolutely. I that's why I love it so much. Like I love anything that gives you happy vibes.
Yeah.
And that's really what draws me to it. Although I do love other genres, just writing wise. I really just want to make, give a good vibe to people.
So if you were to, I'm putting you on the spot for this one. If you were to
Hmm.
say the perfect disco type song or your favorite, what would it be?
Ooh, okay. Hmm, disco type. I would have to look it up
Hmm.
specifically. I would have to, off the top of my head, I don't think I could probably give something in time, but like, because I'm a very visual person, I need to be
Yeah.
able to like look at the song or look at the album.
Right. Yeah.
So I don't think I can answer that quite right now.
Well, yep. Yeah. I can't blame you for that because when I start doing something like that, I'll immediately come up with a song like Groove Line, which is a tremendous song. But then about 5 minutes later, I come up with another one. Like, oh no, what's this one?
But I love this one,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. This one's got the bass line I always play. But um, there were genres within genres in disco back then. But
Oh yeah, definitely.
what we would have, which I don't think people have today, which is a shame in some ways. Um, we had a top 40 radio format, and a lot of radio stations had it, where
Mm-hmm.
they would take the top 40 of Billboard magazine or whatever source they're using, and that would have
Right.
you would have a disco song, you'd have a hard rock song, you'd have a country crossover song, and they would be played back to back because they were all in the top
Right.
40.
You would just have to like all the genres because you wouldn't know what you're getting.
Yeah, exactly. You were exposed to a lot of them, and you got to enjoy. I mean, I first started listening in the early 70s. So if you look at a song list from 1973, it's all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
Novelty songs to gritty soul songs to hard rock songs, um,
Mm-hmm.
and people got to grow up with the choice of that. Nowadays, it seems like people can get shunted in really quickly into the type of music they listen to.
Yes, I do feel like there's a lot more split, a lot more elitism in the genres that are listened to.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, there's a couple of the only two formats that I will not listen to are, well, there's three, I guess. Modern country, I I just it just doesn't work for me.
It's a hard one. It's a
Yeah,
hard one to swallow for
yeah,
sure.
it's when I grew up listening to, Loretta Lynn and Johnny Cash and all that stuff, the modern stuff just doesn't fit. Um, most classical music after 1900, because I'm a snob when it comes to that stuff,
Right.
and modern rap music to me has lost.
It's a hard one. It's
It's
a
lost.
hard one to swallow, I feel like.
Yeah, it's kind of lost the
Especially
track.
Yeah, I feel like especially someone coming from what you may have been used to growing up with, it's definitely it's a new sound that's it is acquired
Yeah,
to
yeah,
to my current generation.
yeah. I the other day I brought up to one of my younger, which everybody is younger, coworkers, and I played one of the Queen Latifah.
Hmm.
Latifah's
Hmm.
Had It Up to Here, which I think is a brilliant thing. And what is she doing? I said, this was what rap was.
Right, right.
Not whiny people into that sound the same.
Hmm.
You have emo rap now.
That it is a thing, and the blend. It's interesting though, because just over the years, you're going to see more and more blend of
Mm.
different genres. So you have to give respects to that because it's all original.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, it's what the people like, and sometimes, and I think people need to start realizing that a little bit in the VTuber sphere is that
Oh,
sometimes people are just not your audience.
oh, absolutely,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah, and sometimes a lot of criticism to artists come from people who aren't their target audience anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
if I went on and did this, I heard modern raps on and did a big long spiel on it. People say, well, they're not making it for you anyway. You're not the audience. Oh, okay.
Right.
I mean,
Right.
that's
I think the VTuber sphere as a whole, not to specific VTubers either. I feel
yeah.
like people there will be people coming in kind of looking at it like it's a window in a store, and they'll see it for what's in the window and they're like, "Oh, I really don't like that." And they don't have to walk into the store and tell the employees that they don't like what's in the window,
Oh yeah,
you know?
yeah. I say you don't have to leave a pipe bomb wherever you go.
Right.
Yeah, that's not not everything needs everybody's input,
Right.
and we'd be really tired if it did. Um,
Oh,
at that point, I try to cut bait where I can when it comes to that sort of
yeah,
thing.
people tire themselves out trying to give grief to different communities in the internet, and I do feel like sometimes VTubers get the short end on that
Mm,
within the streaming space for a lot of different things.
yeah, absolutely, and for a community that welcomes so many people of different backgrounds, which is one of the reasons why I do these interviews, is because everybody's different. Um,
Mhm.
to have that introduced is a bigger shock to the system than normal, and I can't abide by it. I mean, this is a chance for everybody to show the side of them they want them to see. That
Absolutely.
is that kind of a case for you with VTubing? Is you're getting a chance to say, well, this is what I want you to know about me here.
Yeah, absolutely. In my day-to-day life outside of VTubing, I am a electrician.
Mm,
I have a family. I'm married. I have 2 kids now. And the bigger thing alongside with putting out music was giving myself the opportunity to sing again.
mm,
Because again, when I took that 2 years off from being online, not only was I taking care of my first kid, but I again was also working very full time, and I basically had no time to sing, which is something that is so near and dear
mm.
to me. It was like foaming in the back of my throat to not be able to do it. I feel like I'm suffocating.
You
Um
be sitting at the dinner table, all of a sudden, a song just bursts out in the middle of it, yeah, in
right.
the middle of
I
serving
wish I could
corn.
have done that, but it was just there was cotton in my mouth all the time. I couldn't.
Yeah, it's it's for you to be able to come back now and do stuff like we're going to hear in just a moment, that's got to be pretty fulfilling.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah. It's we're going to listen to a song right now because I've been chomping at the bit to play this because it's kind of this literally this when we're doing this interview, it you just put this up like 3 hours ago on your channel.
Yes.
So this is
Well, it was already on my Spotify,
yeah,
but this is the actual video for it on YouTube now because people
yeah,
have been asking to put it on YouTube.
yeah.
So,
So you gotta see the video. This is going to be the audio version. Now, where did My Workaholic come from? The song.
actually, in the same breath, it's about around again the 2 year time when I was taking a break from streaming from online. My husband and I, we were both very, very in depth with our careers. We
Mm,
were really trying to work hard and find more stability for ourselves.
mhm,
And there was many, many days where we just didn't have any time to enjoy ourselves. It would be the repetition of uh, a middle class house, like the constant wake up, take care of kids, go to work,
mm.
come home, make food, go put baby to bed, go to sleep. Like
Yeah.
there was no time for anything fun or romantic or enjoyable for ourselves.
Yeah, and it's um I hate to say this, but that's kind of rare these days that happens. Um, I mean, really, when I grew up, people tried to do that back in the '70s,
Mhm.
but now I'm going to sound like old man yelling in the cloud, but I don't care. Um, a lot of people wouldn't do that. what you did.
Oh.
They wouldn't. They would. First of all, I work at a police station
Mhm.
and the front desk, and I see so many times where the family unit is kind of broken down through nobody's. I don't know why, but we see people abandoning children to do things and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Um, the fact that you both work so hard to keep things in and going is pretty amazing. Period,
Thank you, thank you.
and very amazing for
Um,
the time
but
period.
yes, that concept for the song came too because I did miss the fun, the spunk, everything that we did have when we were, fresh into our relationship. At this point, we were married for 4 years,
Mhm.
been together for 5 or 6,
Mhm.
and so at that point you know, we're just the repetition of those days definitely got to me. So when I wrote this song, it was about how I wanted to let loose, wanted to be free, wanted to have fun with him again.
Cool. I'm going to hear it right now. It's called My Workaholic from Cars here on Eric Loy Interviews.
Absolutely.
So glued to everything you do. No time to take a break or two. Are you satisfied with the life you made? Are you ever done? Is there more to say? Oh, I think you need to live a little, and I think you need to groove a little. You'll find you're missing out on someone, or you'll find yourself not having much fun. So get up or you lose yourself. Live up or else you lose what's yours. Ooh, are you satisfied? Ooh, are you living life? Your head wrapped in a book or two, but my legs are waiting here for you. Do you realize that I'm even here when I fantasize you're never there? No, I miss when we would dance together, and I miss when we would laugh together. Where did your funny bone run off to? 'Cause your bone is something that I miss too. So get up or you lose yourself. Live up or else you lose what's yours. Ooh, are you satisfied? Ooh, are you living life? So get up or you lose yourself. Live up or else you lose what's yours. Ooh, are you satisfied? Ooh, are you living life?
That's My Workaholic from Cars, and we're talking to Cars here in Eric Loy Interviews. When you heard the final mix, I could ask this of any song really, but I'm asking about this one. What feelings do you have knowing that what you've put into this song and now hearing the final version?
So the great thing is I was the one who is doing the mixing for it. You probably can tell because I am no gracious mixer myself. I do what I can, but when I finally got done with it all and I was sitting back and I'm listening to it and I'm like, okay, I think this is as best as it's gonna get without me sending off to somebody to change everything that I feel comfortable with right now. I kind of just have to accept it for what it is with my capabilities. But hearing it all, I'm like, wow. think it's ready. I think it's good. This is the best it's going to get with my capabilities. So
Yeah.
send it.
Yeah, it's people who don't have the abilities that you have, art and music and literature and all that stuff, we'll never truly be able to understand that feeling because it's impossible to empathize with. Because we go,
I think so, but I feel like the closest equivalent you can get to it is if you studied really, really hard for a test and then it comes back and you have a 100% on it.
well, see, again, no, most people wouldn't be able to associate with that. Really, I understand that. It's I would say it's like giving birth, but you already did that a couple of times, so I'm not going to insult you by using that metaphor. But really, this is yours, and
Right.
having the confidence, and I use courage because I think it is courageous, to show other people what you did. As I mean, you told me yourself you should go up and sing in front of your classmates.
Mhm.
I would have simply just rolled over and died if somebody asked me to do that. Actually, about that age, I probably would have done it.
Right.
Because I didn't sing well, I sang loud, and that's why they put me out there. Have you always had that kind of confidence to do it, or as the want to do it overwhelmed it?
Well, the want definitely overwhelmed in this case for every single song that I've put out in the recent year. Yes, it was the want because just sitting there biting my nails and writing music and then looking back to myself and thinking, well, what is it for if I can't share? What is it? Am I going to let these songs rot in the decrepit files of my computer? Like,
yeah, anybody who's got computers sitting out in their shed knows exactly what you're talking about. Lots of decrepit files in there. Yeah, some of them I'm still hiding from my wife, but she doesn't like to go out in the shed. The that's pretty incredible. I mean, there's not a lot of people who could take that kind of meaning into what they do. And there's some folks who enjoy drawing, but they don't want to. They enjoy it for themselves. They're not going to share it with somebody else. It's theirs. It's mine. I'm keeping it. I'll sing in the shower, but not for anybody else. That type of thing.
right.
That's pretty amazing. It's pretty cool. It's rare. That's why not everybody's a performer.
True.
And
But everybody can become a performer. I believe that.
Not necessarily a good one, but you can be a performer.
You can perform.
Yeah.
You got to take some work to do it well.
Yeah, well, you can enjoy playing baseball and not be a major leaguer.
True.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people who play, single A ball. I look up a guy who'd been playing independent baseball for like 17 years, never did get a pro contract. But,
Wow.
he enjoyed himself, and he was good enough to keep hanging on with other teams. Heck, I'd have given a toe or two to be able to do that as a kid. Of course, I wouldn't be even slower running if I did. It'd kind of be a moot point. To be able to give that to people, and when you see people or hear about people enjoying the music that you put up, how does that hit you?
Oh, you have no idea. It is just totally, it blows my mind because all that time waiting, it really does, that's where the real fulfillment comes in for me. It's not so much just putting it out there, it's also knowing that, oh, there is an audience. I'm not the only one that thinks I sound good, thank goodness.
Yeah, it's like so many, and people, since you're putting it on the internet, you're basically performing it for people all over the world who you don't know.
True.
Your potential audience is 95% of the planet.
Yeah. Which is cool. It's great. They don't know what I look like, so that's the bonus. That's
Yeah.
That's the greater part about being a VTuber is I can be embarrassing and they won't know.
Yeah.
Those who do, if they really, really, really want to know, yeah, you can definitely find out who I am, but
Yeah.
that'd be kind of creepy.
Yeah, it would be, yeah. And besides that, they'd have to go to Mars to find all the pictures anyway. And it's
Exactly. I'm all the way out here.
Yeah, I
Go
mean-
talk to Elon Musk or something.
I don't think I don't think I would be able to get into his circle. Not enough zeros on that side of the decimal point for it to work. So now that you've been doing this for a while now, you're established with it. Are you satisfied with what you're doing now, or are there things you still want to work on and improve?
Music-wise, I'm always trying to make more things. It's just about having the time to. I do have like a little bit of a backlog, so I can keep posting my plan currently is to keep posting maybe a cover weekly because I'm about to run out of original music in another upload here. So, yeah, I think I would like to continue music, but streaming wise, I am a visionary. I always want to put out newer content, different things for people to enjoy. Like currently, I am hosting a game show that hosts other singers, VTuber singers,
Yeah.
and involves them. And thereafter that, I also have plans to do another bigger project. So alongside with all of the music that I do, music-related content is something that I just would love to keep churning out.
Oh, I want to see that. I really do, because this format begs for that. It really does. That type of creativity. And I know you did one fairly recently, and someone that I interviewed was on it not too long ago. How did that go?
I think it went pretty stellar. I mean, it was my first time hosting something of that kind of production with that idea. And there's a couple hiccups here and there, but streaming is a platform where everything is live, so you're gonna see the little hiccups.
Yeah. Even if you watch the old match game shows, they were taped live before an audience, and they redid things every once in a while. You can't do that when you don't have the safety net.
Right.
And still trying to put that together with other people, and I use this term a lot, but nailing Jello to the wall, and things happen, and it's not always the easiest to get everybody together on a project like, especially live. A project like that. Was it fairly easy for you to get other people involved in it? I mean, it's a great idea still, but
So I had auditions originally for it, and then when I grabbed the people that I wanted to, regretfully, there was one person who wasn't able. Originally, it was supposed to be 8 contestants, but one wasn't able to give for the first episode submission, pretty much. So we released them from the production, but then with the 7 left, I made it very clear early on. Oops, my computer. I made it very clear early on that if they are unable to make it for the live, I have a section that we can do pre-recorded.
Yeah.
So you may not, if you're not there live, the only thing you're missing out on is the game that we do after, the mini game that we do after all the submissions are gone through and all the interviews have happened.
You're thinking ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're a dangerous person. You're one of those people I'm not going to play chess against. That looking ahead stuff is kind of scary. But no, it's perfect. That's a great way to do it, because then you're able to get people who are on different time zones still involved.
Yeah,
And time zones are a big thing when it comes to
absolutely.
this type of stuff. And while it is a wonderful thing to be able to talk with somebody on the other side of the planet, it's really tough sometimes to get the schedules together to do that sort of
Right.
thing. Have you? Yes, the question unless it's not really coming to me, but have you got other ideas for this type of content?
So, game show wise, I would like to turn this game show, because the premise is there's people competing, and only 3 of them will be able to be part of a group song that I have written,
Mm,
and create, like, with me included. So then it's going to be a group song of 4 people all together.
right.
So,
And I love that idea.
and this kind of competition is, I would like this to be a yearly thing, but on top of that, yes, other productions happening. Currently, I am toying with a in-depth production for a D&D campaign.
Hmm.
But the spin on that is that it's going to be very well produced
Yeah.
over Twitch.
Yeah.
So the logistics in that are something that I've been looking into. The story being written, the idea, the world building, and that's going to be music related as well, funnily enough.
Oh,
So music related D&D campaign. Got to keep music sprinkled somewhere in everything I do.
that's wonderful. It really is, and to hear that creativity, and with the VTubing and the online type of things, you're able to express that, where 20 years ago you would have had that all stuffed in your head, not able to sing it out.
Right. Well, 20 years ago, I would have been a baby.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah. I'd have still been old, but you'd been a baby. But,
I would have been, yeah. I would have been a toddler.
yes.
But if I were 20 years old 20 years ago,
Yeah.
I probably would be stuck singing, like, at bars or something, and that's it.
Yeah. That's one thing. I wonder whether, because in the 80s, being in the 80s in a college town as I was, we had the ability to go to about, I don't know, 10 different places every night that had music.
Mm-hmm.
Some local band, some garage band, because it was like 1980, 84, 85. Everybody was doing 867-5309.
Right.
And covers like that. We could go and enjoy that every night. Not so much these days.
No, you don't get that, and that's upsetting, because my dad used to rave on about that kind of setting, where he would talk all about the punk bands that he shows me growing up, that he showed me and my sister growing up. He would say, like, oh yeah, I met this one at Magic Mountain, I met this one here, I met this one here.
I met Jello Biafra.
Yeah. So, and then hearing all that growing up, I'm like, can I really meet, like, these people at different places? No, you can't.
Not anymore.
Nobody's touchable now.
Yeah, it's not easy at all. And we had an actual time in the 80s that in a 3-day period at a certain, and not even one of the top places, the backing band was on, like, a Monday was Nirvana, and on Wednesday it was Smashing Pumpkins.
Oh, sounds like a dream.
The lead-in band, not even the the showstoppers, supposedly.
Yeah.
And of course I missed out on both of those, obviously. I'm like an idiot, but but you're not going to see that now. People, they would send
No.
their guys out on tours opening for people all over the place, and that was pretty. I did see some really good bands that way because I was in Champaign-Urbana, Illinois, which Farm Aid and all that stuff was there. There
Right.
was a lot of good music that came out of that area at the time. The live performance thing isn't happening so much. Would you enjoy doing a live performance tour? I mean, on stage with the band, with your own music.
I would absolutely do something live at some point.
Mhm.
If not 3D, because that's a very popular thing within this platform is having a 3D model and putting on a show.
Yeah.
But I would equally be just as ecstatic to do something live. I don't mind showing my face. I just don't do it. It's not something I would do right now, but it's not something I'm too scared of doing.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, you've been up there before and on stage.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure it's still not like walking the dog, but it's probably a little easier for you than it is for some people because you're used to it a little bit.
I am. But it's also I definitely would need to like warm up to it, but it's still something I really, really do enjoy doing. It's why I do karaoke so often. It's because I want to feel that live aspect that I don't get when recording.
Yeah. So do you knock them dead on the karaoke's?
Oh, well, yeah, I do it weekly, and people come out for them every week. So
That's cool. My wife does that. She sings a lot like Patsy Cline, and
okay,
she
okay.
just she floors them when she goes out there. I'm so incredibly proud that when she goes out there and sings with it, and it's just funny to see when people are just rah, 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 and then all of a sudden they stop and start listening. Like what the heck is going on?
Yeah. I've had that instance happen a couple times going to karaoke bars with my husband.
Yeah,
And he sits there in awe too.
yeah. Good lad. But support and watch from the sidelines. That's the way to do.
Oh yeah.
That's the way to do it.
Oh yeah.
Now, I'm going to ask you this question, and you're the first person I've been able to ask this question to. In 40 some years of interviewing, you're the first person I've been able to ask this question.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You being a singer and so much into music and writing and something, and a mom,
Yeah.
when you start hearing one of the children singing on their own without you being there, just making up something on their own and singing,
Mm-hmm.
what's that going to do to you?
You know what? When I hear my daughter start singing little songs by herself, when I start hearing her sing nursery rhymes,
Yeah.
I absolutely love it. And I just listen in and I'm like, oh my gosh, I think that like I try to listen and I'm like, she's singing the right notes. She's singing it right in time. There's potential there if she ever wants to know how to really sing. I'm not going to pressure her, obviously,
Yeah.
but if she does want to learn, it floors me. I'm ready. I'm there.
That may be the biggest smile I've ever heard. When you just said that, I can't even imagine what that would do. And if you heard her with her own lyrics doing something.
Oh, she does. She changes lyrics to songs to nursery rhymes, or sometimes she combines nursery rhymes into one. It's silly, and I love it.
She's a mix master.
Oh yeah. Her own little DJ.
You hear the wiki and you in the middle of old McDonald or something. No, that's wonderful, and to hear that little bit of creativity in somebody young, especially your own offspring.
Mm-hmm.
I can't even. I could not put myself in that position, but I I remember watching the Flintstones episodes when the kids started to sing, and they stuck them out in the middle of the stage. Go!
Mm.
And you'll get to be able to do the trying not to be a stage mom thing.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. If she wants to. Right now, she's a little bit more of a dancer than she is a singer. So
Ah,
I'll nourish what I can get.
yeah. Well, people who take that are very disciplined, and that helps them
Yeah.
later in life. I've talked to some folks who took ballet, and
Yeah.
I can't imagine that type of stringent discipline for something like that.
Yes.
Plus, the idea of that hurts. Um, my feet hurt just looking at that. I don't know if I could do that. What is? Oh, so many things are going on for you now. You've got the game show, other types of things going on with what you want to do online. You are a mom with a family. Um, do you get overwhelmed?
So, right. So to even add more for that, I do singing lessons. I do I work full time. I do the whole shebang. I fill up my schedule mainly because I feel like if I don't have a full schedule, I can become far too relaxed,
Mm.
and I think I become far too understimulated to the point where I actually can slip into a pretty like stark depression.
Oh, yeah.
It's in the way where like I feel like nothing is giving me fulfillment. So if I keep trying to put myself on schedules and keep having people be dependent on me, because that's another huge thing for me.
Mm.
People are dependent on me. I have deadlines to meet. That keeps me on my toes. That keeps me excited, a little bit anxious, but excited.
Remember, there's that Rolling Stone song, "Mother's Little Helper." don't
Yeah,
don't go that route. uh,
I'll be fine.
yeah. No, that's
But having a schedule super duper full for me just means that I'm going to be able to stay on my toes.
yeah, yeah. Just don't let it get too far out of hand. And
I
yeah, because
believe me, I like my relaxing moments too.
that's what he's for. It's one tip I have for persons who want to keep their partners a little happier. Learn how to do the foot rub.
Oh yeah.
That puts Misty to sleep every time. I do something stupid, she's mad at me. Foot rub, bonk, she's down. Doesn't remember a thing.
Everybody's happy.
Yes.
You get quiet, she's asleep, everyone's calm.
That's right. I get to go back to the computer. In my case, it's just not just happy life, happy wife, or happy wife, happy life. It's happy wife, life.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
I married a redheaded Hoosier on purpose, and that's that keeps me on my toes. Thankfully, very
I'm
much.
sure, I'm
And I tell you
sure.
what, I'm thankful I got a chance to talk with you too, because it really so much stuff coming from you, and so much positive. Um, so talented, obviously extremely intelligent, very easy to talk with. Uh, Everything pointing up, straight up for you. I really hope that this continues, and you get to keep enjoying e- everything from being a mom to doing this to doing whatever you have to do to keep going. It's refreshing to hear that sort of thing, and people being able to work toward their goals and achieve them, and not lose everything in the process. That's pretty cool.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you. It's been a pleasure to be here and talk about um all these different topics and what I actually do, because I don't behind the scenes, I don't want to really gloat too much on how much things how many I feel like constantly throughout my day. I kind of feel like that one Spider-Man picture where he's holding the
Yeah.
walls from the bus.
Yes. Now I wasn't going to
I
bring up spiders, but you did. I wasn't going to bring up that giant Australian spider, but you brought up
oh,
spiders.
I did bring that up. I brought up Spider-Man, but yes, a whole nother thing is me trying to do long form videos
Yeah.
just to get an extra push out there. So
Yeah.
it's so many moving cogs that I'm constantly trying to put together,
Yeah.
and I appreciate the chance to be able to talk about all of that.
Absolutely. And we can get you on if we can find a the couple of minutes of your day where you don't have something planned. we'll get you back on. But folks, you got to see what Cars has got going on. As you heard from the interview, so many different plates spinning up there, and imagine doing it with all those plates have really good spaghetti in them. You want to eat. You want. There's an endorsement. I bet you didn't think you were going to get.
That is an interesting image, and you know what? I'll take it. I might even have like a little sketch of that drawn. Who knows?
I would enjoy that immensely. We'll have all of the the links to Cars' stuff, and absolutely incredible talking with you. Continued great success, and we'll talk to you again soon.
All right. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for having me again. I had a pleasure. I had a great time answering everything.
Thank you for listening to Eric Loy Interviews. Join us again next time when we talk to another member of the always interesting VTuber community.